carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You look at this Baltimore defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially...
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Niners at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right? That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Here's Jackson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 2nd down and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Thorne. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, 49ers nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals. They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Purdy looking to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Now Purdy.
Touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here.
Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Purdy now to throw.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Play action. It's Jackson.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
31 yards there, a first down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we got to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Here's 2nd and 7. Purdy off the play fake.
Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Nabi Matabike able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Again, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Ravens send their punter out now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes after something.
Let's get funny. Not one that I've ever met.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, You're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's across midfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And, off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. The 20.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down the line. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement. Go back to the bench. No way.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Thorne, and he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there.
to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They went backwards for the safety last time they had it. Fortunately, they get the ball back on the turnover, and now they'll begin with a 1st and 10.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DK Metcalf with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Ravens are back within a score.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And they get him down the mountain before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Gets by him at the 25. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this pass broken up. But the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw again on second down.
Purdy throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle. And Kittle going to have 49ers first down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Up the gut, McCaffrey. A beautiful fake.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now 2nd and 9.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers, 70 yards. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the 27,
Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run on first down. Thorne. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here now, 2nd and goal.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brad, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for San Francisco, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.